Outstanding. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hey, it's going
good.
well.
Very good. Oh, I'll grab my iPod here, too. Welcome to my home. I'm Dr. Mark Hatala, and as you can see, we're all in costumes today. I am Steve Jobs, and so, yeah, maybe we could all... Oh, and so what we're going to talk about today, I guess I should say that, is our favorite Halloween costumes or memories. And maybe everybody could go around, introduce themselves, and say what they're dressed as.
So hi, I'm Ashley. I'm a celestial witch.
I'm Annie, and I am a pumpkin.
I'm Zach, and I'm also pumpkins.
I'm Will. I'm Clint Eastwood from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
I'm Maddy. I'm a banana.
Outstanding. Very good. So we have been talking about spooky topics in psychology, but I thought perhaps we could also talk about our favorite Halloween costumes, or traditions, or stories like that. Who would like to get us started?
I can start.
Please, Annie.
My mom, like I mentioned earlier, my family's very into Halloween, and my mom, I have 3 other siblings, so there's 4 of us, and my mom always coordinated our costumes, so we all kind of like matched. Like one year, like we were like kind of like natural, like I was a bee, and my little sister was a butterfly, my older sister was a flower, and then my brother was dirt. So there was always like a costume that like wasn't like undesirable.
Sure.
And a lot of times I got that costume. Like one year we were all candy, right? So like I forgot what my brother was, but I know like my sister was like candy corn, but I was the bag of candy.
Oh.
So I was just in this like plastic thing. This will be my last one, but
No, it's good.
one time we were all magicians.
Yeah.
Okay, so my little sister was the bunny, my brother was the magician, my older sister was the assistant, right? So what's left, right? The hat. So I'm like 4 years old, like in this thing, and I have this hat rim. Like I couldn't even trick or treat. I was so young, like I couldn't like reach my hands past this hat to like trick or treat it. So.
And this is all before Instagram, too, that your mom is doing this.
Yeah.
So
you're lucky.
Yeah, I mean, there's pictures, but they're just not really out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't really get to choose like what I wanted to be for Halloween until like 7th grade, maybe. Like.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Who else would like to talk about their costumes?
I have a funny story.
Ashley, go ahead, please.
So I didn't have the best costumes of my own growing up. I was Ariel for the first 12 years of my life, and then I was like whatever random thing I could come up with, and normally at least 5 things every Halloween. So I did have this one costume that I saw when I was trick-or-treating when I lived in Ohio, though. It was this little boy. He had to have been like 3, maybe, and he was dressed up as a UPS fan, right? And his box, he had a little package, that was his box that he was carrying around to put the candy in. And then there's this guy on my block who always does this gimmick on Halloween where he will turn off all the lights in his house and he'll set a candy bowl on the porch, but he has this black curtain that he will like, there's like a slit for his face and a hand.
Oh boy.
And like he stands there and pretends like there's nothing here until you get up to the bowl, and then he has the candy in his hand, so he reaches through and he's like, that's candy, you know? It's terrifying. So anywho, this little boy starts walking up to the house, right? And before he even gets there, he's like halfway up the driveway, and the guy goes, UPS, UPS, and the little boy just freezes, and he just like looks back at his mom, and he looks at the door, and his mom at the door, and he's just frozen there. She ended up having to like take him and put him, they were carrying like a little red wagon, put him in the wagon, and like as he was rolled down the street, just like frozen in fear.
Poor kid, yeah.
The guy's still just calling down the street, UPS!
Man.
UPS!
Should have gone with FedEx.
It's incredible.
Yeah. That's great. Anyone else want to tell them about their favorite costume?
So I
Go ahead.
was a lot of costumes growing up. Spider-Man, Darth Vader, Captain Jack. So basically whatever was going, big at the time. I think my favorite though was when I was about like 4 years old, and I was a T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah.
And because that was around the time I think the third movie came out, and there was a very embarrassing picture of yeah. But
Well, if we get it, we'll put it onto the
yeah,
video.
I might have it.
Yeah.
It's possible. But I've always loved Halloween. I think Halloween is it's my favorite holiday.
Obviously, I like Halloween too.
Yeah, no, I love the festivity of it, but I think my favorite like memories are going to. So I live in the St. Charles, Missouri area. Old St. Charles. It's out kind of going out towards St. Louis, and it's a little old town. They love to get really festive, and on the day before Halloween, what they'll do is they'll have basically you go up to all the little shops, and they'll give you candy, dress up. And I just have a lot of fond memories of that, or even just trick-or-treating in my neighborhood. It's just, and then, when you're young, you go home and watch something that's not scary, but it's like sort of festive, because you're too young at that point, but...
It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
See, I actually didn't grow up with that, but...
It's Halloween.
Halloween Town High.
Yeah, no, I think that's... Yeah, Halloween's just
very
an
good.
amazing...
Well, this isn't a costume necessarily. I'll put the picture up though. It's the most 1980s picture that I have.
It is.
Well, it's my friends at Halloween, and I'm like looking scared. But I'm in a denim jacket with a popped collar. A person next to me is Ronald Reagan, and there's people in the background dressed like the Blues Brothers. So it is so 1984. That's incredible.
Really, it'd only be better if they were like the Ghostbusters or something like that.
And most people were.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to share Halloween memories also?
So this was actually just 2 years ago, and in spirit of the banana, my house and I, for some reason, we all had at least one banana suit. Everyone in the house. And it's a house of 7 girls. So, like, the fact that all 7 girls just happen to have a banana costume lying around was just too good not to, like, seize the opportunity.
Absolutely.
And so, we all decided that we would be sex ed talks. And so we all, like, went to the Women's Resource Center at our school, and we just grabbed all the condoms we could fit in our hands. We took them home. So we wore these with fanny packs, and we had stuffed our fanny packs full of condoms. And so any, like, party or bar or anything we went to, and people were grinding or dancing, we would just, like, nonchalantly, like, slide a condom in their hand and be like, don't forget to ask for consent. Or just, like, use the latex, or she gonna get your paychecks. Just, like, something like that. And they would always be like, oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, it
and
is.
so, and I think the costume was, like, a hit. Because, like, people just had bananas, like, running all over the place, just, like, casually sliding condoms in people's hands. Like, wrap it before you tap it.
Why we like to go to college. Absolutely. Zach, would you like to give one of your Halloween memories also?
Yeah, I like to. Is subjective. For some reason, in freshman year of high school when I was 14, I decided to just wear a shirt onto which I had printed the median household income in the United States from 2007 to 2009.
Sure.
So I just went as, like...
Wasn't it embarrassing when you ran into the other kids who did that too?
The recession. It was. Well, I made them change. So I just went as the recession, which wasn't, like, in-your-face scary. It was just kind of depressing.
Yeah.
So...
Did people give you a lot of comments about it though, or no?
Yes. Most people weren't pleased.
I was going to ask were they good comments, or...
Well, very good. Well, we would like to hear your favorite Halloween memories and costumes too. So please leave that in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe. And thanks for sharing Halloween with us, and have a great day.
Cool.
Outstanding. Okay. And we got you out in time, yes? Is it
Yeah.
in time?